Hi, I'm Brian Cole. This is my wife, Dawn. We've been going to North Road September, last September. Started going here to Harvester and really enjoy it.
You know, probably since this winter, my job has been really stressful and I've been working long hours. I had been praying for God, you know, really, is this what you have planned for me? Because this just doesn't feel right. One Sunday morning, it was March 6th, I was just worshiping and I was just praising God and again asking Him to reveal His plan for my life. And He very clearly spoke to me that He wanted me to go back to school and He wanted me to go to the seminary and He wanted me to leave City, which was the job that I have been at for 23 years. So I knew immediately that it was the Holy Spirit, which was just so awesome. And I was so excited. Brian actually wasn't with me that Sunday because he was at the farm that we leased, tearing down a cabin. And so as soon as I left church, I called him because I was so excited to tell him that God has bigger plans for me.
Yeah, and she goes, "Hey, are you busy?" I'm like, "No, I'm just up here tearing this building down, trying to get home." I'm like, "What's up?" She says, "Well, I have to tell you something that happened to me today at church." And I'm like, "Yeah, what?" And she's like, "The Holy Spirit talked to me. I heard the Holy Spirit plain as day." And I said, "What'd He say?" She said, "You gotta leave City." And I said, "Like today? Like you're quitting?" She's like, "Well, I don't know." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't know?" She's like, "Well, I don't know. That's just what He said. It said seminary. I heard seminary. I'm going to go back to school." And I go, "So you're just going to quit and going to go back to school?" She goes, "I don't know." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't know?" I'm like, I'm up at the farm. I'm excited, but something we probably ought to talk about when I get home. And so now I can't focus on anything other than my wife, who's been at this career for 23 years, and my sugar mama, who's going to quit her job. What's next?
Because I didn't have all the answers, you know, I just told him we need to pray about it because, you know, God didn't reveal everything to me. He only revealed what He wanted me to hear at the time. I talked about, you know, knowing that God would open a door when He was ready. And so I had been praying about it for weeks. And I already had this breakfast scheduled with a dear friend of mine who I've known since college. And so we were just talking, and I told her what was going on in my life and how God was ready for me to leave City, and I was supposed to go back to school. And I was just really excited to share it with her and just asked her to be praying for me. And as soon as I started explaining to her, she just immediately was like, "Come work for me." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I've been praying for you." I had no idea I was actually praying for you, but I have been praying for God to send me someone. And she actually owns a Christian dance studio, which I just have a passion for dance. I've always had a passion for dance since I was a little kid. And she is totally on board with supporting me going back to school, supporting my full-time ministry that God's gonna call me to. Actually, my family, we won't have benefits, health benefits with me leaving City. We were like, we need God to show us that He's gonna provide medical benefits in some way.
And then we'll leave.
And then we'll know that it's my time to leave City, because it was scary for me to think about not having medical benefits for my family. So we were waiting to hear from his job and nothing. We heard nothing.
We still heard nothing.
We still haven't heard anything. We've still been waiting over a month for them to give us an answer. And so, you know, I just seeked wise counsel from several people, and including Greg and Roxanne, which they kind of said, "Dawn, you know, sometimes you have to take a step of faith before God really provides for your needs."
So not to interrupt you, but he told me, you got to picture yourself holding the lantern and the light around you is the next step you take. And I said, oh, Greg, that's where I'm different. I'm the spotlight guy. Remember, I'm a hunter. I want to see way in front of me, and I want to know what's coming. And I said, I'm not a lantern guy. I'm like, I don't care what's in front of my feet. I want to see what's in front of me. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I understand that. He said, but
That's not how God works.
He's not how God works. And I said, huh. And I said, so we heard we need to listen, and now it's the next step. And after hearing something that way, putting it out there like that, to me, I get it, because I am the spotlight guy. I think I have to know the answer, or I'm not going to take that step forward. But I'm not in control.
Yeah, so now we're still waiting. We're waiting for God to provide medical benefits for our family, but we totally trust him. We know that he's gonna do it somehow, and he's gonna do it in a way that we never imagined. So we're excited to see how God's gonna use me. And I don't even know what he has planned for me completely. I still don't know, but I know he is going to reveal it to me when he's ready.